So here's the first Motorhome Muse. From my experience, over many years travelling around and viewing different parts of the country and Europe as well. Firstly, what should you get? Should you get a pop-top camper or a van conversion or go straight in for a motorhome? Well, it's all about time and money, in my opinion at least. I started off with a small Mazda Bongo pop-top. That was in my 40s. And on the bright side, it was great for the narrow lanes throughout Cornwall and Devon especially. On the downside, peeing in a bucket or doing something else, or even packing away the awning in the rain, as per today, was a pain in the butt. I therefore acquired the ex-police mobile office, which was based on a Ford Iveco chassis and had only completed around about 12,000 miles when I purchased it, and cut up a caravan and fitted it inside. And oh, the bliss! I had a shower, I had a comfy bed, we fitted a diesel night heater, and onboard water. Wonderful. Served me 11 years, travelled afar throughout Europe, Spain, south of France regularly, which, unlike a pop-top or a small van, you can use the airs in France, which are in many, many villages and towns, whereby, providing you've got onboard water and onboard toilet and washing facilities, you can park there. If you're in a pop-top, however, it's a lot more difficult, as you're not actually self-sufficient. So my wonderful van served me for the next 11 and a half years. So, my converted ex-police van was brilliant. Low mileage, it served me for 11 plus years, now up to around about 80,000 miles, but it's been a dream. And it was wide-bodied, which, unlike most van conversions, meant that you could sleep sideways across if needed in it, because I'm 5'9", 5'10", but when designing a bed or checking out a normal camper van conversion, I would recommend that you add 6 inches to your overall height and then work out if you'd be able to sleep sideways across the vehicle. Or otherwise you'll end up sleeping on a diagonal, which isn't particularly comfy when you've got a partner in bed. Now, I've seen loads and loads of stealth camper vans recently, which are brilliant, especially with the way that parking is becoming more limited, or I've seen it become substantially more limited over the years. And unfortunately, I've got older. And the problem with sleeping in a camper van or even living in a camper van is the lack of space. And so now that I'm over 60, I've had to move on to a larger vehicle, and that's called a motorhome. Motorhomes are a pain in the bum. They are literally a minefield of checking out the mechanics, the electronics, the build quality, which can be absolutely appalling, and the age of the components. And even more importantly, rot, which, unlike a normal van, is the plague of motorhomes. My newest addition, i.e. the motorhome, has taken me 18 months to renovate, and that's based on a 2005 Swift Contiki. It had only completed just over 20,000 miles, but the rot was everywhere. In the walls, in the floors, horrible. And so that's taken an awful lot of work to replace. And cutting out rot, removing all the units, removing the seats and everything else may well be beyond the capability of many and involves several £1,000s to rectify. Fortunately, I'm used to doing such things and come from an engineering background. It was the motorhome layout that I wanted, and I acquired it at a discount price because of the damage that needed rectifying on it. I would recommend, however, any newbies moving into purchasing or considering purchasing a motorhome, make sure you get an expert to check it out. I was speaking to a gentleman just a few days ago who'd purchased a big American motorhome that the dealer stated was all good and in perfect condition. He's now 12 months later on, still repairing faults with it, and has spent out in excess of £10,000 that he's currently suing the dealer for to try and recoup his money. That's not been an enjoyable time that he's had with his motorhome. So please, please, please beware that it's always buyer beware with motorhomes. I need a motorhome because of my age and because of my wobbly head, and things change over time. And so to conclude, a little pop-top is great for weekends away, but you're going to be restricted if you're going to go abroad, because you're not really going to be able to use the airs, which are the cheapest form of overnight stays in France and many places in Europe, without onboard toilet facilities and water and a shower, because most places it's just water and somewhere to empty your toilet. Stealth camper vans, great. Yeah, they can avoid these pesky parking attendants, providing you're willing to take the risk when you come up with a sign saying no overnight camping. And if you're going to move on to a motorhome, then please, please, please get it checked out. I'd hate to see people get ripped off, as per that man with his American motorhome who's £10,000 and 12 months' time out of pocket through buying a lemon. And my motorhome's taken a long time to do up. Touch wood, it's okay. I'll speak about offsetting the costs later on. Providing you've liked this Motorhome Muse, then please hit the like button and please subscribe, because I'll have a lot more to say on our travels in this wobbly world. Take care for now.